Hey yo, what's going on everybody? $14.88 here. Just a few days ago, I realized that my diss tracks were putting cringe into offense. Now that the series is back, we can finally get back into talking about F1 races. If any of you fellow viewers play a Codemasters F1 game, whether it's F1 2017 or any of the older games, well, I'm saying I do own F1 2017, as you can see from the other videos. But anyway, if you own any Codemasters game, it probably set either from far back as F1 2014, then you probably know it says that the Red Bull Ring is the easiest track. Well, the 2018 Austrian Grand Prix, it wasn't easy at all for any of the 20 drivers. I just mean you especially got to feel bad for Mercedes because you know it was Niki Lauda's home race, even though he's already retired. But he saw that both of his drivers were retired from the race. But I don't know who I should feel more sorry for, Bottas or Hamilton. Bottas started from pole. He got a bad start, and a DNF is just too much. And while you have Lewis on the other side, a pit strategy mess up, and then he has to retire. But I don't feel too sad for him because well, I'm pretty sure both Lewis and Seb should already be happy with it with their 4 championships, which is why I'm now saying to you guys, I think it's getting pretty old between Lewis and Seb, which is why during the preseason I started commenting down things about a quote-unquote finish war, which would be like having Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen battle for the championship. Alright folks, now it's time for a new mini-session of Behind the Wall called Investigating the Paddock Pass, where basically I'm just going to be analyzing what happened during the Paddock Pass. Well, because this episode of Behind the Wall is mainly on Mercedes, I only recorded the Mercedes interviews.
No, at the moment feels like a bit of a joke. All the luck I'm having this year, but yeah, I mean, what can I say? Nothing I could have done for that, and it's the first kind of hydraulic failure this year for us, and yeah, of course we need to investigate not to have it again, but yeah, pretty unlucky.
Took us through the first lap. Wasn't the best of start, but by the end of the first lap, you were back there punching.
Yeah, in the start I had quite a bit of wheel spin, so it was not ideal. There was less grip than we expected, and then yeah, going into turn 3, could recover a couple of places, which was good, and yeah, we seemed to have a strong car until I was still in the race, so everything was going.
So, like, for the notes I've taken down on his interview, I've only taken down 2 notes, but apparently it looks like the hydraulic failure he was talking about, that he must have meant about his gearbox failing when he was about to shift up to gear 3. And the other note I took, well, because Valtteri Bottas had a bad start into turn 1, but quickly recovered in turn 3, well, let's just flash back 1 year earlier. He did defend his pole streak, but just remember his start. It was one of the quickest starts we've seen in a while. And people are thinking he jump-started, and of course, that gave WTF1 a new video idea. But from a previous year with a good start to the current year where he had a very bad start, I don't know how to explain karma in Austria, but that's just the first thing in the race that makes it extra cancerous. And so here's Lewis Hamilton's interview that I almost forgot.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's still, I've not had time to look at it. I've just come straight from the garage, so I don't really understand. You have a lot of strategists, so many things go on, and how we can make those kind of errors. But you know that James, put his hand up and said it was his call, and we'll try to analyze. Happy birthday, man. Thanks. We'll try and analyze and figure out how we can improve moving forward. But we lost a lot of points this year just through either bad calls or reliability. And reliability is ultimately what cost you and Valtteri today. A weekend at which you had the car upgrade that looked so dominant. Last weekend, the engine upgrade that looked so good. How does it feel to have it all suddenly unravel in front of you at a point at which it was looking so positive?
At the moment, it's when you're on the track, it's not easy. Right now, I'm feeling. I just lost the lead of the championship again, so just have to regroup, recenter my focus and our focus as a team, and hope that we can make amends in the next race.
Well, Lewis, I think the next race is Silverstone, so you better win next week. Well, basically, guys, I only wanted to add in 3 comments because I decided if I added all of them, then I think that might mean that there won't be enough time left in the video. I'm sorry if I sound a little sick. I feel like I'm suffering from pollen, maybe. I don't know how I'm still making this video. I think there just might be a few things left that I still want to point out in the race. If you remember this overtake by Max Verstappen, then remember how Finland struck back. And if you're wondering, but Nico Rosberg is German. Nico Rosberg is also half Finnish. Well, remember this overtake during the race. Well, like on the first lap that I already mentioned. No, hey, remember this guy? Well, can someone tell him that his country just got eliminated? No, that was yesterday from when I'm recording this audio. But I gotta be honest, I think the team of the day was definitely Haas, finally scoring America a great finish of P4, P5. But the more important thing is Romain Grosjean finally scored points. It's been the one thing I didn't want to see as an embarrassment from the former Lotus driver. So anyway, blah blah blah. Yeah, Max Verstappen got his 4th career win, first of the year. And that win makes me think. Just see this clip. So apparently there were 3 things that Max Verstappen's win in Austria made me think of. 1, his infamous "because I'm Dutch" meme. 2, the other famous Dutch racer I know, Nick de Vries, and how he deserves a ride at McLaren. And 3, how Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen are still winless this year, the only Finns on the grid. So Verstappen for Red Bull at Red Bull Ring. Podium, first lap crash, leading to retirement, and win. So now looking at this clip where Lewis Hamilton retires, I'm just not sure if the fans running up to his car when he pulls over. I'm not sure if they know who, if they knew if it was Hamilton or not, or even if they knew who Lewis Hamilton was. I'm just pretty concerned on the fans who are running to his car. So for 3 years in a row, there's some sort of headline on the either finish or semi-finish secondary Mercedes driver in the Austrian Grand Prix.